This is Vet Tales, the story of the sailing veterinary clinic. Last episode, we visited 4 communities in the San Jose Channel to provide free veterinary care to the pets. This episode, we continue our projects in the Oasis of Punta Colorada before heading to one of our favourite anchorages in the Sea of Cortez on our way to Agua Verde. We are heading into Punta Colorada. It is our last stop before Agua Verde. Daisy, Chiqui, and the cat Tigrillo live here, so we'll go see how they're doing. We saw Daisy and Chiqui on the beach, so we know they're around. Hopefully some humans are around too. We had heard about this little oasis through one of our contacts in San Evaristo. Her auntie and uncle live here and were very interested in getting veterinary care for their pets. This beautiful anchorage is not often frequented by sailboats because of the shallow depths of the bay. Thankfully, that's not a problem for Chuffed with our swing keel. Tigrillo is a very sweet kitty, and we'd castrated him last year to prevent him roaming. Today, he needed his vaccination boosters and worming. Like always with cats, I try to sneak their medicines into them with lots of attention in between. Listo, que bien. Chiqui and Daisy are the 2 dogs that live here, and as you can see, they're very healthy and well cared for. But Punta Colorada is about as far away from a veterinary clinic as you can get, so they were also due for their annual booster vaccinations after we had given them their first set last year. Un poco. Ya. Listo. Qué bien. It never ceases to amaze me how well behaved my patients are in this area. And they're so full of happiness and excitement even when they're getting their needles. Sí, creo que sí. Muy bien. ¡Ya! Our work is made possible by our patrons and donators. You can help us continue these projects by checking out the links in our description. Thank you to everyone who contributes. Chiqui, Daisy, and Tigrillo are very grateful to all of you. Alright, that's the last of our vaccine trip done. There's a good chance we'll be doing a few more vaccines in Agua Verde if there's anybody we missed last time, but the big focus there is the spay and neuter campaign. So now basically our goal is to start heading up the coast so that we can be there. At least we'd like to have a full day between arriving and the vaccine campaign, the spay campaign, so I can prepare all of our veterinary stuff on the boat. So yeah, very successful few days of vaccinating dogs. We've seen around 40 animals between San Evaristo, Alta, Cuevos, Burros, and here. So yeah, really good. Lots of vaccine boosters for the ones we saw last year and a couple of new dogs and cats, and yeah, now we head up the coast. Maybe...
I think we'll be motoring.
Yeah, there's like a 5-knot southerly right now, but yeah, we'll see. It was good to see Daisy, Chiqui, and Tigrillo again. You may remember that last time we were here, we actually castrated Tigrillo because he was roaming a lot. And so last time we were here, he actually had scabs around his neck and things because he would go up into the mountains and fight other male cats. His fur is perfect right now. Apparently he stays a lot closer to home, so they're not as worried about snakes. As you can see, he's still alive, which means he hasn't been bitten by snakes or attacked by mountain dogs and coyotes and things like that. So yeah, very glad that we were able to do that for him. He seems like a very happy cat, as you can tell. And Chiqui and Daisy both look very good. Daisy's always a bit scared of her vaccines, but Chiqui just like wants to be involved in everything. So they're fun little patients to visit. Back to Toothy. Well, Jim's already jumped in. I'm gonna row over and we're gonna go for a little snorkel. Lifted up anchor in Punta Colorada, heading to Gatos. We have a slight south wind. We're just going to get out a little bit and see if it's still there. But it kind of seems like it's really just being created by the channel here, so I don't think we're going to have it as soon as we're just like a mile offshore. So, vamos a ver. Gatos is kind of just up around here. About 18 miles. Although it's been a little bit of a bummer not sailing, our timing has worked out really well in terms of being able to continually move the boat, which has been very important since we've had kind of deadlines to be places. We just passed through an area where you can get westerlies as a gap wind. So that was one area we were kind of keeping an eye on, particularly with the westerlies at night time. But they're not meant to be getting bad until tonight onwards, so we should be just north of them. And yeah, as much as motoring a bunch is not so fun, it has been nice to be able to just get where we're meant to be going. Okay, we have made it to Gatos. This is one of our favorite anchorages. You can see it's super beautiful. I think I've said that about like every anchorage we've been in recently. But yeah, we really do like this one. So we're basically planning on staying here all day tomorrow as well. So kind of have a day off of vet work and moving the boat. We have to do things like we got a little bit of washing to do. There's just a bit of tidying up, you know, like catching up a little bit, and also just resting a little. And then we'll be heading to Agua Verde from here, and basically arriving the day before the spay and neuter campaign, so we can spend the day before getting everything ready and then spay and neuter campaign. But yeah, we were a little worried when we first came in. We could see these 5 boats and we're like, oh, it might be a bit full. But as you can see with our swing keel, we can just tuck up so much closer than everybody else, and full anchorages don't really bother us, which is awesome. The only thing is, being closest to shore, we already have bees. All right, we're heading into shore. Gonna look at maybe kind of like walking up this arroyo and seeing where we can get to. You reckon this is the path here? Oh, there's some kind of big reefs there, or at least big rock drop-offs. You can see like a lot of fish in them. You want to go up there?
Yeah, we should go take a look.
That's where we hiked up to.
Pretty good.
Come on, guys. Out we go. Well, we've managed to incense stick our way out. I think there's no bees left.
Oh, here's
now.
one.
You found one?
See?
Oh, we had an awesome time here in Gatos. It's a super beautiful anchorage. It was nice to just kind of take a day to like catch up on things, cut Jim's hair. You know, we even did some washing and cooking and just things like that. So yeah, lift an anchor. Next stop is Agua Verde. Very excited for the spay and neuter campaign. It's been a bit weird because we don't have internet right now or cell service, so like we've not checked in for a few days, so like we're hoping everything's still running smoothly and everything's ready. But we'll have a couple of days from when we get there. We're basically arriving like 2 days before the campaign, so we have a full day to organise and then the campaign. It's about 20 nautical miles to Agua Verde. Right now we have a very mild southeasterly. It's like 5 knots, maybe, yeah, 5 knots. If that continues to get stronger, we might be able to use it, but because we're heading north, we would probably need more than 5 knots to be able to sail because we're going to be heading away from it, which will drop the apparent wind. So we'll see. Maybe we get to sail. Maybe it's a motor fest. As it turned out, there wasn't enough wind to sail, a common theme on this trip. We were, however, the first boat to reach the anchorage, so we were able to tuck up nice and close in the perfect spot. We have made it to Agua Verde. You can see we've anchored pretty dang close to the beach this time because there is not a single other boat in this part of the anchorage. Everybody's anchored off of town, and so we thought we'd come and anchor right here by the beach so that we can swim. And right now it's really calm, but as you can see there are a lot of boats in town. There's like 7 sailboats I think and a couple motorboats, 9 if you include the boats over there. So I think we may have some people, some cruisers who are going to volunteer with us and help us with the spay and neuter campaign, which will be great because it's going to be a lot of work. But yeah, feels good to be here. We really like this spot. It's a really beautiful anchorage, and you can see the water's just amazing and clear.
Smooth
We're just reminiscing about when Ian, Jim and Addie and I had to push the dinghy out on this beach in the waves and got like utterly soaked and nearly flipped. Today we will not have that problem. Alright, heading back out to the boat. Had a really nice dinner, met up with some cruisers which was nice, and got to talk to Joelle. Everything's organised. We're looking at having it at one of the local women's houses on Saturday. Haven't heard from Dacia, which is hopefully a good sign that everything's on track for Saturday. And it's simply beautiful here. Look at that. Over 7 days, we'd visited 7 anchorages and delivered veterinary care to 4 communities, seeing over 40 animals. Now we prepare for our spay and neuter campaign in Agua Verde. Another huge thank you to our patrons, donators, and everyone who makes this work possible. You can learn more about ways to help us by visiting the link in the description below. Until next episode, stay chuffed, everybody.